fuck are you gonna update that shit?
I'm in Pittsburgh with a lot of hoes. Young nigga with a bankroll.
Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter. Junior Dirt _88 on IG. Yeah.
Cartoons was the last shit on my mind. I was chasing folks. Okay?
Nigga, wash your ass.
Brocos get nothing.
Yo, I'm in Pittsburgh with a lot of hoes. Young nigga with a bankroll. This is the Ignant Agenda. I'm your boy, way more fly than you, 1 U on Instagram. Way more fly than you, 2 U's on Twitter. Your baby mama's favorite single father. To my left, the big black nigga with the bald head with a hat on.
Yes, sir. Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter, Junior Dirt _88 on IG.
What's going on, my brother?
Chilling, bro. Like niggas planning trips and shit.
Yeah, man.
We gonna tell y'all funky ass niggas what we doing though.
It ain't nowhere special.
Nah.
Before we start, man, shout out to we got sponsors now. Shout out to our sponsors, Molly Juice. As you can see, firmly displayed right here as product placement. Molly Juice, shout out to my dog. Me and Maul been knowing each other. I can't even remember how long. We go way back, you know what I'm saying? But for those of you who don't know about Molly Juice, they do ship. They do deliver. Molly Juice is the marketing plan is me. Okay, that's his name on Instagram. So you want to follow him? Hit up Molly. It's Molly Juice at Molly Juice MALLYJUICE on Instagram. He passing out the juices. They got all types of flavors. You had some.
I had the green one.
Yeah.
It tastes like the popsicle you get in the 250 pack.
Gotcha.
The lime green, and then I think I had the strawberry one that's displayed here.
What's your assessment of it?
It was good.
Gotcha. Nice
it,
little buzz.
I didn't drink a whole lot of it. I just kind of tasted it.
Yeah.
It's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like you would probably it's something I like on the afternoon. Chill,
yeah.
Like
Sunday fun day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get
some
your
mimosas and
in,
shit
man.
like that. Right.
But yeah, hit them up, man. Molly Juice, man. That's the official sponsor of the Ignant Agenda podcast.
For sure. Appreciate you looking out.
Yeah, man. How you feeling up top, man? You doing good?
I'm feeling great. What about you, bro?
Yeah, everything is coming together, man. We don't have too many complaints these days. I did order some glasses a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I ordered some glasses and they shipped the shits without the fucking prescription.
So they just frames?
So, right. So it's this new website that I said that let me order some glasses. I found out about the website because one, I think Jamie Foxx endorses or is somehow affiliated with the brand of glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a huge Jamie Foxx fan, so I was like, okay, cool, let me see what that's about. And then I see my daddy with some glasses on from the same website. I was like, oh shit, them shits is fly.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy rarely wear fly shit. Rare. It's very rare that he wear anything fly.
It's a whole lot of purple.
So when he wears some fly shit, I was very, very shocked. And I said, let me see what this about. So I went on the website, ordered it. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited thinking I'm finna get the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I put the shits on. I can't see a motherfucking thing. Everything was blurry. I seen 3 of everything. I said, what the fuck is going on? I called the people. The lady gonna tell me, oh yeah, we shipped the glasses. You ordered the Visionary. We shipped the glasses, but there wasn't a prescription in them. I said, ma'am, I put the prescription in. I remember doing it because I had to copy it from the other website that I ordered the glasses from.
Mm-hmm.
She said, well, there was no prescription in these glasses, so you can send them back and then you can order some more. So I ended up having to send the glasses back. They gave me a credit, and then I ordered some more. So those should be coming. But funky ass USPS, they create shipping labels, but then they don't ship your shit. So I'm waiting on them to ship this. They shipped it. I got a shipping label and a tracking number, but the shit ain't shipped yet.
That means it's typically because I work with shipping a lot. Either it's in transit, it just ain't been scanned.
What the fuck are they doing not scanning my package?
Yeah, for whatever reason, they just pushing shit through. So it's probably moving, it just ain't been scanned. So, cause when it got picked up?
Hold on. The shipping label was created. I give you because I use the shop app. You ever use the shop app? This shit is amazing.
That's why I got her Valentine's Day gift, and I got something else off that shit too.
The shop app is dope.
Yeah, it like
Pre-shipping info sent to USPS April 20th.
So what the day is the 22nd?
Yeah.
Yeah, your shit moving. It's probably outside of your local post office.
Got it.
They just ain't scanning this bitch.
Yo, so if y'all niggas work for the post office, get off fucking Instagram and scan my package. That's all I'm asking you to do so I can get updated to see where my shit is at because I want to have it by the weekend, next weekend.
And you want to know what's crazy? When I ordered the thought shorts off of Dick's, they didn't send me any information.
They just sent your shit.
They just sent it, and I had 2 packages outside the door when I got home that Saturday. I was like, what the fuck?
They gave it to a nigga that was going your way. Just said, man, drop this
shit off. Right. niggas out here want to show his legs.
No, these niggas here, man. Scam my shit. Goddamn.
Right. I like to know where my shit at.
Hate them niggas, dog.
What about you? Good, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm straight. I did therapy going real good. I'm trying to get my therapist to convert over to my new insurance because she ain't in my network and I need her to be in my network. I'm going to try to see if I can finagle her to apply.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is fill out a contract, some shit like that. And hopefully it'll expand her horizon, but it'll help me out a great deal because my copay then will only be $15 and I can go to her unlimited. So I'm going to pitch the idea to her, see if she with it. Hopefully she is. And then I could continue to have, you know what I'm saying, ongoing therapy sessions because it's been very, very beneficial to me and my well-being. So I encourage all black people, because y'all know they say black people and therapy don't mix. Don't listen to them. Go talk to somebody so you can feel better. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's once every 3 months, even if it's once every 2 months, once every month, whatever the frequency is that's comfortable for you, make sure you go talk to somebody. I had so I've been doing a little detox from Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. Been feeling pretty good outside of me wanting to tweet lyrics. I like tweeting lyrics. I like listening to music and tweeting lyrics and shit. But outside of that, I got hit up by somebody from Twitter. I won't say the person's name, but I believe that they listen to the show. So shout out to you. But she asked a question, and I thought it was interesting because I didn't know people pay attention to me like that. So
people fuck with us. They just don't.
They do.
They don't say it all the time.
They do. So she texted me. It was yesterday at like 11 in the morning. She said, "Nick, it's blank. I have a question about credit cards." She said, "My credit was so bad, I ended up getting a secured credit card with Discover until I built my credit back up. I was like at a 540 at last year. So now I'm at 645, and I was thinking, is it smart for me to get a regular credit card again since I built my credit back up, or just stick with my secured card? Like, is it smart to have 2 credit cards? I keep my utilization low, but I'm wondering if it's a good idea." So, me being as busy as I am, I meant to reply to her earlier than what I did. But when I finally got to it, I thought about it, and I'm like, first and foremost, for anybody listening to this, no, that's not a smart idea to open another credit card, because if you're in the process of building up your credit, opening another account is only going to be another hit to your credit report. It's going to be a hard inquiry, and it's going to drop your score. So, no, the answer to the question is no, it's not smart to open up another credit card right now. Wait till you get around 720, 740, you know what I'm saying, if you want to open another credit account then, because then at that point in time, you'll have a better score, number one. Number two, you'll probably qualify for a larger limit because your credit score is higher. And then number three, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you went from a 540 to a 6, whatever she said, off a secured credit card, and mind you, bro, her limit was only like $200. It wasn't even a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Probably 3 to 5.
So if you did all of that great trajectory with a $200 credit limit, imagine what you'll do with, you know what I'm saying, when you get a larger credit card. So what I suggested that she do is don't get another card. Just call Discover and ask how you can increase your limit. If you got to give some more money to increase the secure credit card, do that. But don't go open another account. That wouldn't be smart right now.
Here's my thing, because me and wifey, well, she was in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
So we did the Discover. We went to the Discover route. I did that like way back when they were still with Chase, and then they switched to Discover or vice versa or whatever. But that is an excellent way to build your credit. We did it for about a year with her, and then we got her an unsecured credit card.
Got it.
So in her case, I would call Discover, asking either can they increase your limit or turn the secure card into an unsecured card, and you get your money back, and then you stay under your 30%.
Yeah.
I have 2 credit cards. One is for an emergency, and then the other one is just charge gas here, out to dinner there, pay it back. But my credit is strong. I was coming off some shit like that, where I didn't have any credit cards.
Gotcha.
And that shit can be kind of rough when you got to rent a car.
Absolutely.
Or whatever.
Absolutely.
But like building, like nobody, like especially black people, they never explain. They don't explain credit well enough.
Right.
Like you fuck up, like we all probably done fucked up, and we had to rebuild our shit or file, whatever. But these are definitely learning opportunities where you can learn from your mistakes.
Right.
And just don't do it again.
Yeah. I think the credit game is similar to riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to play basketball, learn how to play whatever sport, learn how to play cards. You can get good at it once you learn how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And the game is not taught to people that look like us. The game is taught to people that look like them. We learned the game from fouling out, fucking up, tripping and falling. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time. Although I had parents that were in a pretty good financial position, my parents still never talked to me about credit. You know what I'm saying? All I know is, shit, we had 3 cars. We had a nice crib. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in a nice neighborhood. At one point in time, we had 2 cribs. You know what I'm saying? A crib with a pool in it. So I didn't know anything about credit. I didn't know anything about real estate. I didn't know anything about any of this shit. It took for me to be on my own and fuck up my credit to learn how it worked, to build it back up, to now understand what it means to have a good credit card, credit utilization, credit score, how they pull your credit score, hard inquiries, soft inquiries. And a lot of people don't know the 3 credit bureaus that there are. They throw out the highest score and the lowest score.
And they take the middle
and whatever
score.
that middle score is, that's what
Right.
your true score is, and that's what they use to base what you qualify for as a loan. So for all of you who think, you know what I'm saying, that, oh, my credit is not, good right now, and you stressing over it, man, don't stress over that shit, bro. That shit gonna go up and it's gonna go down. The key to all of this is just making sure if you buy something on credit and your 2 things you need to know. If you buy something on credit and you charge it on your credit card, when your statement comes, if it posts to your statement, pay the shit off. If you do buy something and you have a credit limit, don't go over 30% of your utilization. So, for example, if you got $1,000 credit limit, don't charge nothing over $300.
Yep.
Or $333 to be on the safe side. Or that you can go up to like $333, but don't charge nothing over $300. And then if you do charge something over $300, when your statement comes or when that period closes, make sure you pay that $300 off, because what they're grading you on is how well you can pay us back and how much you charge to this card that we let you borrow.
Yep.
Those are really the only 2 factors that are involved. And of course, there's other shit like, don't fucking get no foreclosure on your crib. Don't get no fucking eviction. Don't get no, repossession on your car. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit that you should just not do. You should be a little bit more responsible, but of course, life happens. So,
and you need some revolving credit. So that's why credit cards are good. Because like I said, don't go over 30%.
Correct.
What I'm going to do with Chase is I'm going to make him an authorized user eventually on my card.
Smart.
And that way I can teach you the game. Because it's chess, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know when to pay it, and don't let it hit. Because it is, like you said, it's up and down. Like, my credit score go up and down all the time. And I be like, I don't even do shit. Like, it just, like, even with, I'm about to pay one of my cars off, my credit score gonna take a hit because now I'm done with that loan.
Right.
Which I think is stupid. Like, I paid you guys in full plus interest, and I'm the one that's going to take a hit at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's just a game.
Yep.
You know, so
Also, don't close accounts.
yeah.
If you pay some shit off, like if you got Rooms to Go card is great with credit. Rooms to Go, Ashley Furniture, all these places that give you 60 months, no credit. I'm sorry, no interest.
Right.
Take that shit. Just make sure you pay it off in the 60 months. But take that shit because that will help build your credit tremendously because you're getting billed every month. And it gives you a credit history of 5 years that you got good installment payment history with this particular vendor. Now, all you got to do is know the opening date of your statement, the closing date of the statement, and when your due date is. Don't never go past your due date.
Right.
And if you charge something during, your statement time, if it posts to your account, pay the shit off in full. That's it. All of the rest of the shit is hopscotch, man. It's a game that they play, and they expect us not to know. They expect us not to know shit. They expect us not to do right. But we're attempting to change that narrative. One last point I want to make: getting a cell phone don't do shit for your credit.
Nothing.
I don't give a fuck what anybody told you.
Not a motherfucker.
It don't do shit for your credit. Don't go out here and go get no iPhone with installments and think that shit is helping your credit. All it does is hurt. If you get a charge off from AT&T or Sprint or something like that, charge off means that you owe them motherfuckers and you ain't paying back.
Right. You need you.
And then they went to them crackers on you. Okay.
Every time they call, you decline. Funky ass AT&T.
That's exactly what charge off is. Charge off means that we couldn't get the money out your black ass, so we went to them crackers and we put it on your credit report, and now it's a negative, it's a doodle stain on your credit report. Okay, so don't do that.
I went through. I'm gonna be honest. Like, we keep it honest on you. I went through all that shit. You know, trying to keep up with the Joneses, that
Absolutely.
they say. Oh, you gotta have this when you move out. You gotta have this, this, and this. And knowing damn well I can't afford half this shit.
You went ham.
Dick went stupid. I gotta have cable. I gotta have internet. I gotta have all this shit.
Got to.
But at the end of the day, like when you don't make that much money, because like I'm gonna be honest, I didn't start really making money, or I didn't start seeing my money until I got like late in my 20s.
Gotcha.
But like before then, like you just winging it. Like, okay, I get a credit card here, I get a credit card there. Like, oh, you know, I can decline phone calls all day if I owe somebody.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, it took me a while to get my credit to where I wanted to be in. And I started with one account, paid that shit off. Got to hit another account, paid that shit off. Like it was trial and error, and I'm grateful for it because it taught me so much. It taught me so I can teach my kids.
Right. So, if you I tell people this all the time. 2 things that you should get when you're trying to establish credit: furniture. If you stay by yourself and you need, furniture or something like that, if you don't need furniture, that's fine. Furniture or car.
Right.
Get you some, go to Rooms to Go, apply for a car, they throwing out 60 months no interest. That don't mean in 60 months you don't gotta pay nothing. That just means 60 months no interest is being charged to you during that period. However, it's being compounded on the back end.
Right.
So if you miss a payment or if you don't pay off that loan within 60 months, all of that interest that you incurred or accrued during that time period, they tack it on at the end.
Right.
I got burnt like that by fucking Best Buy one time. And it wasn't that I didn't understand and know I had lost my job. So I lost a job and I owed them I think I lost my job like 3 or 4 months before I was supposed to pay it off. And that shit hurt. I think they tacked on like an extra like $800-900 of just interest that was building. It was for a funky ass TV or some shit like that. I think it was.
The big back.
Big back. No, it wasn't big back.
With the flat screen, yeah. With the, not how slim are now.
Yes. So it was one of them, like plasma LCD,
right.
One of them shits or whatever. But get you one of them, or if you need a whip, you know what I'm saying? If anybody will give you a loan, it's Allie. I don't know if y'all know who Allie is. That bitch give out loans for cars. I don't care how bad your credit is. ALLY.com. If you need to apply get pre-approved for a car, they passing out loans for cars.
And my first car wasn't something I wanted, but I needed a whip. It was a Ford Focus. And but it was
the white one.
Yeah,
I remember that shit.
But it was like I work with you. I ain't like that bitch, but it got me from A to B. You know what I'm saying? And like,
damn, I remember the Focus.
Yeah, that shit got me. You know what I'm saying? Like it helped I think that was like maybe the second thing. I think the first thing I got was a Capital One. No, it was a Discover card, and then I got my whip.
Yeah.
But that like at that time I was good. You know what I'm saying? I was broke as fuck, but I was paying everything on time.
Yeah, we are broke. And I was talking to my brother yesterday, and I said, bro, we not struggling. I said, did you eat today?
Right.
He said, yeah. I said, you got somewhere, like when you turn, but put the key in your keyhole and turn it, does it open the door?
Right.
He said, yeah. I said, you got a whip, right? He said, yeah. I said, if you go home, can you just watch TV and chill? You ain't got to really worry about nothing?
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah. I said, bro, we ain't struggling. I said, we getting by.
Right.
It's not struggling, though. Struggling is trying to figure out how the fuck you finna eat. Trying to figure out how the fuck you finna pay this bill or keep your lights on or put gas in your car, all this other stuff. That's struggling. People that work every day, you know what I'm saying? Although, you know, and don't listen to these get rich quick niggas. They tell you, oh, you know what I'm saying? You just repeating the cycle. And, you know, if you're not doing this, you're not doing it, bro. You making things happen at your pace. Everybody's pace is different. Don't look at other people and think that just because they're moving in a certain direction or a certain frequency that you're supposed to be moving in that direction too. I had to learn that shit the hard way. Because I'm looking at a lot of niggas I know I'm smarter than. But a lot of these niggas ain't living the right way. You know what I'm saying? They doing whatever they doing, and that don't have nothing to do with me. Focus on you. Focus on what you got going on. Focus on yourself, your kids. Take care of your kids. I said, bro, your kids straight? Yep. They got shoes. They got clothes. They got something to eat. We straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, a hard time is, bro, I can't get the leader this week. I got to get the 750. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be shit like that. Like, I don't have to go, like, in me, I don't have to go nowhere to feel like I'm doing something with my life. Like, I go to work, come home, I chill, watch my shows. I got cable, I got food.
Right.
All of this shit that we all need to survive. So I don't want people to look at others and think that just because you ain't in the position that they in, that you're not in a position at all.
And like me, like we bought a new whip in December, and I was like, all right, let's just make it to May, end of April. Like, you know, things was tight, but now we don't made it. Like, we ain't never missed a meal.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we still in the middle of the month, we still get the one the leader. You know what I'm saying? Leader. But now, like, all that hard work done paid off. Like, the Chevy almost paid for. Like, I got 2 more payments. And that bitch mine. I'm gonna tweet the motherfucker. Give me my fucking pink slip.
That's a good thing though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going through and paying something off and not having to like refinance. That's the worst thing you can do with a car too.
Right.
Never refinance a car, ever. If you don't hear shit else I said today, do not refinance no fucking car. You can refinance a crib. You can refinance on some land. Do not refinance on a car. I don't care what you got to do. Please don't. Because you're going to end up paying more for the piece of shit car that you got. Especially if it's American made car.
And it's going to be a piece of shit one day.
It's going to be a piece of shit after you finish paying it off. It's a piece of shit when you try to refinance it. I guarantee you that. Because you probably have been paying on it for 4 years. Just think about it. You refinance it for another 3 years. You've been paying 7 years. 7 years on a car?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm thinking how to get the new whip, how to pay that shit off even faster. You know what I'm saying? Like what I was paying on the Chevy, like just maybe add an extra $50 or some shit onto it. Like
if you ever want to pay a loan off quicker, first of all, make one extra payment. If you can't make one extra payment a year to get ahead, well, you can do 2 things. Make one extra payment sometime during the year. And then once you make that extra payment, start paying bi-weekly.
Okay.
So make payments bi-weekly because what you're doing in that instance,
you're taking away the interest.
You're cutting interest in half during the month because interest is compounded every 30 days.
Right.
So if you're and then they base your interest off the principal balance of the month. So if your principal balance of the month is half of what it should have been, your interest is going to be half of what it should have been.
Okay.
And ultimately, at the end of that loan, you'll end up paying the loan off faster and paying less interest. That's one way. The second way is just adding extra to it.
Right.
Extra $25 here, extra $50 here. It don't even got to be, you know what I'm saying? It just got to be consistent.
Right.
So even if, let's just say your car note is $300 for sake of math. $300, but you could pay $350.
Right.
Pay $350. Pay $350 a month. And what's going to happen is that $300 is going to go to your regular payment, but then that $50 is going to go to your principal. And if you chop the principal down, that's less money you're paying interest, and then you ultimately pay your loan off quicker.
Right.
So all of this, I know I sound like a fucking credit guru. All of this comes from fucking up. I just want to keep it honest with y'all. My shit was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Terrible.
I ain't gonna tell you where I got to shit.
I had to build my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done bought a couple cribs or whatever, but I had to build my shit up. Like all of this comes from just experience from getting kicked in my fucking ass.
It's free game.
And I don't never want nobody to go through the shit that I went through. Man. It's so much shit I know now that ain't nobody fucking tell me. So yeah.
And that's why when we got this one, we got exactly what we wanted. Like we worked our ass off to get where we at right now. I know you worked your ass off. My brother, your brother, like it's a lot of people in our family, friends that work their ass off. And I tell people all the time, like, bro, if you gonna go buy something that you want.
Yep.
Like if you work every day and like you ain't struggling for shit, get what you want. Don't let them motherfuckers tell you what you need to get.
Hey, listen, I ain't buying another car. I'm leasing from here on out.
See, but you got like, cause
I don't give a fuck.
I don't blame you for you, especially if you still got the other one.
Bro, I'm telling you, leasing is so much easier, less hassle. And I know what people gonna say, oh, but what about the mileage? Now, mind you, yeah, we live in Atlanta. Y'all drive to work every day. Cool, I understand. The car that I leased, I'm gonna tell you the exact car I leased. I had a 2012 Nissan Maxima. It was brand new, fully loaded. I leased that hoe. I had 15,000 miles a year for 39 months. What they do is they give you a bucket of miles. It ain't if you go over 15 miles at the end of the year, you got to pay. They give you, let's just say for 39 months, they'll give you 15 times. Let me see. Hold on. So 15,000 times 3 is 36. And then they give you, it's an extra 3 months. So they give you, I think they maybe give 49,000 miles.
Within
that 39-month period. If you drive more than 15,000 miles a year, your ass need the fucking bus. You need to get on the bus. You really do, because yes, you got to get to work from A to B. But outside of that, if you drive 15,000 miles, that means you're going out of town every weekend. Every weekend. So look at the car. Y'all bought your car. How many miles you had on your car?
23.
Like 2, 3?
Yeah. No, 23,000.
Oh, 23,000. That's fine.
Yeah.
So take from 23,000, count a year, whenever your year anniversary is.
Right.
Look at them miles and look at how much you've been driving.
Right.
Because y'all drive to work every day. You got to pick up Chase. You got to drop Chase off. She got to go to work. You got to go to work.
Right.
Just tell me what at the end of that 12 months. Tell me how many miles I guarantee it ain't 15,000. With all the miles and all the driving that y'all do, I guarantee it's not 15. And I don't think people really understand how many miles 15,000 is. Like you literally got to go out of town every weekend.
We're gonna
assess it. Right. And then we're gonna come back to this point. But I said all that to say, if you're thinking about leasing, please do it, especially if your credit is good. People that buy cars with good credit, they looking for y'all. They will give you a car. They will give you what you want to. Like even if I say lease, if you want a luxury vehicle, don't purchase that shit. Lease that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because you could go in there and say, hey, listen, man, my credit score is 720. Like, y'all niggas need me.
Right.
I don't need y'all. I could go down the street to, you know what I'm saying, Mercedes, Jaguar, whoever, Dodge, whatever you want to drive. If your shit over 7, you own a car dealer. You do. Because they got to sell a car. You don't have to buy one.
And putting money down, that don't mean a whole lot of shit neither. Because it only take like 10 or 20 bucks off your monthly payment.
Maybe 20.
Yeah. But
that per $1,000 that you put down.
Right, exactly. So I had one of my coworkers, he just turned in he leased a car. But they was driving back and forth to Blue Ridge and shit like that. So they was telling me like they were gonna go over their mileage at the end of the year, and it's gonna be 25 cents per mile that they went over.
True.
So I was like, ooh, like.
But who did he lease to?
Hyundai. So
now, if you plan on staying with Hyundai and you go over your miles, you can negotiate. Yo, okay, you want me to get? I said my lease is getting ready to expire, and I'm probably gonna get. I'm probably gonna be over. I want something similar to what I drive now, at the same payment, and I want to get out of my lease early. A company like Nissan Infinity, who rent Nissan Infinities, who sell Nissan Infinities, they're a great company. you got Lexus, you got Toyota. All of these people, they're not going to turn that deal down. They're going to try to get you in another car. Why? Because if they get you in another lease, there's more interest that they, or not interest, there's more money that they're making off the purchase of that vehicle. You know what I'm saying? And it's more points that they're getting from the bank in which you lease from. Because the bank pays them when they sell a car.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's ways around this shit, bro. All it is negotiation, but you got to know the game.
Right.
If you don't know the game, then, yeah, you're going to go in there blind like, oh, no, I can't do that. It's a lot you can do. It's just all about how you talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you walking in there, just pay attention to, and this may be a little bit prejudiced, but pay attention to the nigga that's selling you a car. If the nigga pants high water, his shoes dirty, you know what I'm saying? Or they look like they run down dressed, because you know everybody in the car dealership, they tell you got to tuck your shirt in. Right. You probably got to wear a shirt with a collar on it. But look at a nigga's shoes. If a nigga's shoes run down, he need this sale. Swear to God. If his shoes don't look like they like brand new or he keep them up, the nigga that keep his shoes up, he probably gonna let you walk out the door because shit, I know I could sell another car.
Right.
The nigga who, look at the nigga who dress shoes is raggedy as fuck. That's the nigga that you need to go to because he gonna make whatever deal happen to get that sale because he need that commission. And that's just a little tip for me.
Hey man, we don't put y'all on 30 minutes a game. Y'all niggas better listen to us.
So you had brought to my attention the topic that you wanted to talk about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You talking about hoes?
Yes. So, go ahead.
How important or not important is for your woman to go through a hoe phase? Will there be any regrets if she does or does not go through that phase?
Before me or after?
This is before you.
Okay.
So our age, we 30 plus. So she went through, let's say like 27 to 30. She was like, I'm gonna kick it with whatever niggas that approach me.
Whoever I like.
Yeah. Okay. Not to say she slept with all of them, but she slept with a few of them. Because I think we all consider whole phases, whatever.
How many men we talking about?
What do you consider?
Okay, so me personally, on average, I feel like girls start having sex around 18, give or take. I know that's not, some people may be an anomaly. It may be 16, 15, 14, 13. And then there's other people that are late bloomers. They may lost their virginity at 20, 21, whatever the case is. I feel like at 18, you know what I'm saying, I give you 2 dicks a year. So from 18 to 30, that's what, 12 years?
12 years, so 24 dicks?
24 dicks. If you can't figure out that you want something more stable after 24 dicks, then we got a problem. Because why do you need that many dicks in you? 1. 2, how many dicks does it take? Pause all of this, first of all. But how many dicks does it take for you to really realize that, I just don't want to fuck somebody. I want something a little bit more stable. I guarantee it don't take 24 of them motherfuckers. It really don't. Now, I know I sound a little bit sexist right now because men are held to a different standard, but I didn't make the rules. I'm just reporting the information. Y'all can't beat us. Y'all can't do what we do. Y'all can go kiss girls in the mouth. If we hold hands with a nigga, we gay for the rest of our life. That's just the rules, and I didn't make them up. I'm just living by them. 24 dicks, though. That's a lot. It's some girls that'll say 24 niggas. Oh, I ain't never slept with 24. You got to think about it. If you had 24 dicks in you, that's you at your cap. Okay? Close it off. Go ahead and close it off. You don't need no more. You know what I'm saying? Save yourself for marriage at that point. When you get to 23 and a half,
you gonna be the last dick. Pause.
You get to dick 23. When you get to dick 23, you need to have a self-assessment with yourself to say, hey, do I really want to take on another dick at the age of 29? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting older. Your eggs getting ready to turn into raisins. You need to make some decisions about yourself. Don't do that. Don't go into dick 24 thinking that you can still be out here being men. You can't. You can't do what we do.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, those are the rules. We have to play.
They
inside
not
the
no,
rules.
they not the rules. Those that is my opinion. That is independent of what Jeff thinks. That is independent of what anybody else thinks. That is Nick's opinion about women. So whatever backlash that you have, you can direct it directly to me. But that's how I feel. Just like how women should feel that men shouldn't do certain things. It's a whole bunch of rules they got for us, and they not even niggas.
That's true too.
It's a lot of rules that they got for us.
Definitely true.
I don't want my nigga to be too friendly. I don't want my nigga to post too much. The bitch can't even post on Instagram without them thinking that you gay. If you got too many selfies, you look suspect to them. So how can they make all the rules for us and then we don't have no rules for them? That's how the shit should be.
Why you hang out with your homeboy so much?
Are you gay? You fucking them ancient. See, look, I can't even chill with my dog.
Right.
I know this nigga since I was 12. I can't just like hanging with him because me and him have a good time and we have good conversation or we talk about certain things that I can't talk about with your bald-headed ass. Yes, I like hanging with him because he gives me an insight that you don't give me.
Right.
Hey, man, that's what I got to say about that.
All right, so here's my thing. I prefer you to go through it.
Yes.
Go through it, understand it, what you like, what you don't like. That way, when you get to me, you can have your list, because for sure I'm gonna have mine.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hit you with the.
Yeah.
This is what I want. This is what I require. Not to say like, I think when we talk about the whole phase, I'm not saying you got to sleep with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's okay to entertain a few people because a lot of niggas gonna wing themselves. Like just like with men, a lot of women just gonna fall off.
Correct.
Because you just I feel like everybody I approach, I find to be attractive to me.
Right.
But not physically, but mentally they're eventually gonna fall off. Work ethic or whatever the case may be, people are just gonna fall off. But I prefer you to go through it because like you gotta have that experience of just dealing with people because we're all so different. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have, not to say I would have been a hoe, but I just wish I would have went through a little more, dealt with a little more women or even like relationships because, especially with all my muscles now. But just I learned a lot of shit when I was separated, like just dealing with women and like how much they fucking require and like what I'm saying, how needy this one is, but how nonchalant this other one is. How outgoing this one may be, and this one just like to chill.
Right.
So it's a lot deeper than just fucking them niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's like figure out what you like. That way, when you get married or you really, really want to settle down with somebody, you know what the fuck you want.
You do learn interpersonal skills. You learn communication. You learn attitudes, mood swings. It's so much that you learn about yourself dating people. Not just, and it's, I know the common denominator is fucking and everybody resorts to that. But it's not always about that when you're dating because you could be talking to a nigga and he isn't as attentive nigga A ain't as attentive as nigga B. But nigga A got the hammer.
And that's why you like him.
That's why you like nigga A. He got the hammer. We know what the hammer is. We don't got to go into it. Nigga B, you don't know if he got the hammer, but he pays attention to you. So you want to go a little slower with nigga B because you want to do things a little bit different. But nigga A already smashed you. You know he got the hammer. You know that's all he good for is the hammer. But you do want to see what the hammer is like with nigga B. But you're taking your time. You want to do things different. Then you find out nigga B don't got the hammer.
And now you got to make a decision.
Now you got to make a decision on whether you want to move on to nigga C. I understand this entire equation here. I do because I had to go through it. And you learn so much by dating women or men for women. Not me, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? You learn so much from dating women that you figure out more about yourself. Like I know that I know the frequency in which I like to communicate with people. And I know if you not giving a certain energy back to me, we probably wasting our time. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm always the one hitting you up, you know what I'm saying, initiating conversation, seeing how you doing, and I don't get that in return, I'm gonna be uninterested off rip. I don't care how big your titties is. I don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just real.
Yeah, I'm just. I really think like if I can go back in time, I would definitely take just some more time, just to figure out, because even when you get married and stuff like that, you have these expectations of what a woman's supposed to do, what a man's supposed to do, and if you haven't gone through these these hills and valleys, I think you'll be narrow minded. You know what I'm saying? You'll be stuck in this box, and it's not as cut and dry as the shit is on TV. Like on TV, so fucking cookie cutter. Ain't like real life ain't like that shit. You may meet a nigga and he like to fuck you this way. You meet another nigga, he like to fuck you that way. You be like, okay, well I done been through this shit, so like I know what to do. Or you meet a nigga and you like, okay, I want you to cook 3-4 times a week.
Yep.
And there's another nigga that gonna take you out to dinner every night.
He don't give a fuck about spending money.
Yeah, he don't. And it may be his money, it may not be his money. But those are just like, you meet a lot of flawed people and you meet a lot of good people.
That's so funny that you said that, bro, because I was just thinking about a point in my head to say, when you dating, you really find out that whole total package, that shit is a myth.
It is. I'm dead air. Like
that shit is a myth, boy. Ain't no such thing as a total package.
Right.
It's not.
It's not. It's like I like, because you gonna find the perfect woman. She just may be clingy, or she may talk too much, or some shit like that.
Or she may not be as clean as the other girl.
Right.
Or, she may be real nonchalant when it comes to communication. Like, there's no such thing as a total package. So if you with somebody, I guarantee you, 10 times out of 8 that you've settled for something that you probably didn't want to settle for, but you've seen so many other intangibles and qualities in this person that you are all right with not getting this. It may not be a huge factor or a deal breaker, but you all right with not getting this. And there may be some superficial shit. Like, she do everything right. This bitch probably can't even dress.
Right. If she come out, she wearing wedges. And
she
the
got
skirt
wedges
down the ankles.
on, you know what I'm saying? Or, it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? She may be the perfect woman, but her breath might be a little tart. I'm just throwing shit out there, but she do everything else right. You got to make a decision on whether or not the tart breath is something that you can really live with. Is it that tart, or is it just she didn't eat all day? You know what I'm saying? Just different things like that. I know I'm being ridiculous, but I'm just making a point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I feel like the whole total package shit is a myth, bro.
It go back like the GOAT conversation, the GOAT of basketball, the GOAT of football. You can put 10 niggas in a room and you're gonna have at least 6 different answers. Oh, nigga, MJ the fucking GOAT, LeBron the GOAT, Kobe the GOAT.
And it's gonna be one old nigga in there going to my George Gervin.
Right.
Shut up.
So and that's how like it is with men and women, in my opinion. Oh, I love my husband.
Yeah.
But but Sean did X, Y, and Z.
Tell him.
Oh, I love Ashley. But damn, my bad. That's the first name that popped in my head.
Go ahead, man.
But motherfucking Rebecca did this. So it's it is what it is. Like it'll never be as cut and dry as we see on fucking TV.
What do you think a good whole phase amount is for a man?
Whole phase
and
amount?
I laughed at that. Yes, I did. But whatever.
We talking about it in the year, or just in general?
No, same scale. We got to keep it fair. 18 to 30, 12 years. How many pussies?
I know probably gonna be low. Like,
no, I'm saying to you, what do you think is a good amount, or too, or excessive? Whatever your number is, I probably surpassed it, so that's fine. It's okay.
So let's say 5.
Of what? For that whole period?
No, I'm just saying 5 a year.
5 a year? That's okay. Times 12.
Yeah.
5 times 12. Well, that's 60. That's not bad. That's 5 hoes a year.
Because
that's a pretty good average.
It's gonna be one like consistent one that you probably gonna fuck with, and then
We saying 5 new hoes a year?
They don't have to be new, but just 5.
Oh, see, no. I was talking. These are not
we talking
repeatable
about,
dicks.
Oh, we
when
talking
I'm
about, we talking about new hoes.
Yes, 5 new bitches a year.
That's a lot.
Not really.
That's a lot to deal with, though.
No, it ain't. Not if you in college.
That's well, yeah, but that's 60 women. Like that's talking about 17.
But if you put it like this, the rotation in which you meet women is never. You meet 5 and then you let go of 5.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's just say you may be dealing with 5. You may be year 1. You may be dealing with 5.
Right, but 1 or 2 carry over.
And then year 2, all 5 may carry over, and then you may meet 3 more. But then year 3, 6 may fall off because they just tired of your shit. We've been dealing with you for 2 years. What you finna do?
Right.
You finna shit or get off the pot. So what that is, now you down to what? 3? 2 or 3 hoes?
2, yeah.
Yeah. So now you with 2 hoes. Boom. You got them. Mm-hmm. But then the clock start ticking with them 2 bitches too. If you roll into year 4,
right?
She looking like, man, we've been dealing with each other for a year. What you gonna do?
Just be friends.
Come on, man. The rotation is going to be continuous, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to probably seem like a lot, and it could be very stressful because as you continuously deal with women and not really want nothing serious, they're all going to end up saying the same thing. What are we? What are we doing?
Right.
What's taking you so long? What's going on?
And that's why, like, men and women whole phases be totally different because, as we see, majority of the time, women get more emotionally involved. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we meet that outlier where I don't give a fuck about niggas. I only want them niggas for dick and money. Mm-hmm. And then it's a lot of women that be like, okay, yeah, what are we? What the fuck we doing now? Mm-hmm. And if you don't answer correctly, you asked out.
Right.
Now you done lost one. Now you got to go find the point guard to reveal your roster.
I think the standards, I think the rules should be the same. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But because, and I'm going to tell you why I said it's hard to cut you off. And the reason why I say it is because I feel like women really, really think that they could do what we do. Every morning we wake up and it's a woman on TV. She arguing about equal rights. She arguing about equal pay. She won't, be treated the same, all this other shit. And I agree. In the workplace, they should earn the same amount of money for the same position. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Unless that position is fucking manual labor. Anything outside of that, I'm in agreement with. So you talking about lawyer, doctor, you know what I'm saying?
Hygienist,
whatever the case is. But if we work at UPS and I could lift 100 pounds and bitch you could lift 12, nigga, no, you should be making $8 an hour.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I need to be at 13.
Correct. Because the job description is dependent on the level of production that you produce. So you got to be able to lift heavy shit, put heavy shit on the fucking truck, move it, push it out, and get it out of the way. Mm-hmm. If you can only lift 2 heavy boxes an hour and I'm at 10, there's a disparity there. Mm-hmm. But that's neither here nor there. So I think that the rules should be the same because that'll let women know truly and the reality of the matter is that we were made differently for a reason. Mm-hmm. You and I can probably go right now, hypothetically speaking, of course. We could probably meet 2 bitches tonight. Mm-hmm. Fuck both of them bitches. And then never care about seeing them again. And we could probably do that consistently for a longer period of time than women can. Women can go out the same, fuck 2 dudes that night, probably do it again next weekend, probably do it again the weekend after that. But after a while, they're going to start looking at themselves like, I want more for myself. Mm-hmm. Women are more in tune and self-in tune with their pride, their self-esteem and things of that nature than men. Man, we can go out and fuck a hog and won't give a shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we won't never tell nobody. Nobody else got to know, and we'll hold that secret to the end of eternity.
Right.
But women, if they continuously do that and continuously do that, they're going to look at themselves a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. Like I said, it's all about it's the attachment, and then it's the stigma of you got to be a lady. You got to do this.
Shit, yeah.
You got to sit up straight, cross your legs. Mm-hmm. Niggas ain't really taught like, well, most niggas I know how we grew up.
Right.
You know, clean fingernails, do shit that's gonna attract women. Make sure you clean.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But as most standard women, like modern women, you come out the womb with a set of rules that you gotta abide by, and it's not cool to go through a whole phase, or in the eyes of your peers or your mothers or your aunts or your whatever, niggas. One of your uncles gonna ask you, "Hey, nigga, how many you got bitches?"
Mm-hmm. Yep. Why you ain't never bring nobody around? Why you ain't never bring them around here?
What your girl look like? So
everything based on superficial shit.
It is, and it's unfortunate.
Go ahead.
I want to ask a question, but this shit may be tough.
I'm listening. No questions too tough for me.
So, you dealing with a chick, y'all been in a long-term relationship. Mm-hmm. Y'all may have got engaged, married, whatever.
Right.
Break up. After you see her, whatever. Y'all may have a kid or whatever.
Do we have a kid or don't we? Because that matters.
In this case, let's say you do got a kid.
Too good. Do we do?
Y'all do. Like, y'all have a boy, whatever. So,
right.
You see her moving funny. Like, oh. You're like, damn, where this shit was at when we was married? Does that play on your ego?
It used to. I'm be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It used to. And not to put my business out there, but there was a time where I would look at my past situation and look like, well, what the fuck was he doing that I wasn't? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And me having the ego that I do, I'm like, I feel like I'm in a better position than he is. But I had to learn that that's not my journey anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, there came a time when it was, and then there came a time where it ended. Mm-hmm. When it ended is when you should have stopped worrying about how other people perceive what you do well. Mm-hmm. Because not everybody receives what you do well in the same manner. I could very well be the greatest provider in the world, but if my delivery isn't of such, the receiver of my great providerness is going to look at it like it's unbearable. It's too much for me. I can't take it. It's not how I want to receive being protected, provided for, loved, all of these above. Mm-hmm. And it's going to take you to go through some shit like that to meet somebody that does appreciate some shit like that. And it may not be the first person after.
Right.
It may be two bitches later, or 3, or 5, or 1. Mm-hmm. It just depends. But it's going to take for you to lose a lot to understand what you did to lose it, your part in losing it, and then what you gained from losing it. Because there's good and bad in losing people in your life. Mm-hmm. The good is, hey, you learned. And I don't look at things as losses. You either win or you learned, right? Mm-hmm. So when I was with you, whoever you is, what did I learn? I learned that, hey, I probably ain't the best communicator. Hey, I probably had expectations that the other person didn't agree with. I probably, didn't put forth as much effort as I thought that I did, but the receiver of the effort has to agree to that as well.
Right.
So all of these factors play into what I'm just saying now. And when it's all said and done, you have to look at yourself and say, hey, you got to take all of that information that you just self-assessed and then apply it to the next situation. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't, you're going to continue this revolving door around continuously, not growing, not looking at yourself in the mirror, not being able to take constructive criticism. Because that'd be really what it is. Somebody got to tell you about yourself for you to know, like, yo, I probably need to tighten up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, men in particular, we have a hard time of accepting constructive criticism, especially if you're the breadwinner. If you make the money, if you got all your shit together, if everything appears as if it's them and not you, it's going to be a hard time for you to put your ego to the side and say, yo, maybe you don't do this well. I had to face that music.
And facing that music, you have people in your ear saying, Oh, she tripping.
Absolutely.
So you got all this in your ear.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It is damn fucking difficult for you to self-assess yourself with other people around you that are biased to you,
Right.
telling you it's them and not you.
Right.
Yes. I went through that.
So if y'all didn't have a kid, would it be different?
I don't think so.
You will still look at it.
I think having a kid makes it worse because after everything that I just said, you still got to see this motherfucker.
Right.
You still got to then transform yourself from all of the bad that they told you that you was doing and make sure that your son or daughter is not the receiver of that bad energy and train them to do the opposite of what the fuck you did. So it makes it worse if y'all got a kid together. If y'all single and y'all got nothing, no bills, nothing like you can learn from that and then move forward. But if y'all got a shorty, shit, that shit is extra harder. Especially if you got a son and you're a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to teach your son how not to be like how you used to be.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that, yeah. Nigga used to be hot.
Nigga. Yes.
Nigga used to be hot, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's tough, man. And that's why I always say women they don't have a clue of the shit that we go through.
Make you want to flip an elephant.
They don't. They don't have a clue of what we go through. Just like we don't have a clue of what they go through.
Right.
I don't know what it's like to be a woman. I don't want to know.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck what it's like to be a woman. I don't. Because
I can empathize.
Yes.
But I honestly, I don't want to know what the fuck be going on. You know, make sure you're healthy and all that good stuff. But just the emotional changes and the battles y'all deal with within yourselves.
Man, there's 20 bitches in there. I don't want to know. I don't care.
Oh, open and close the doors all day.
Just think about how many bitches is inside of your bitch. Just think about that. Think about every emotion that she goes through during the day, not even during the month.
Right.
She probably wake up, she happy. But if she wake up and her weight isn't what it was when she went to bed, she automatically pissed off.
Right.
Oh, I'm fat. I done gained weight overnight. Oh, I'm fat. This dress don't fit me like it did last week. Or these pants don't fit me like last week. I need to go work out. Won't go work out, just gonna complain. Now you're mad.
Right.
Okay? Get in the car, ain't no gas in the car. Now you're extra mad because it ain't no gas.
But you drive the motherfucker.
But you drive the shit every day. You knew it wasn't gas yesterday. But you just went to bed and thinking that it was going to be gas in that bitch when you woke up. That's not going to happen. Okay? Get to work, and the bitch that always look at you funny and send you passive-aggressive emails, she pissed you off before you had coffee. That's another motherfucker right there. You gather all of this emotion and these feelings, and then you bring them home to the bitch that's supposed to just offload them, or you're supposed to offload them on. I don't give a fuck how women feel. I don't never want to know, and God bless y'all for going through that shit. And those are my closing statements.
It's a mouthful. Pause.
Absolutely, man. Listen. I didn't plug up my charger today, but we at time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out again to Molly Juice, official sponsor of the Ignant Agenda podcast. Molly, you know I fuck with you. Appreciate you for sending over these illustrious juices.
It is good.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all boys check out and y'all girls check out Molly Juice at Mally Juice. If you don't know how to spell juice, stop listening to me because you're stupid. I'm your boy, way more fly than you. 1 U on Instagram, way more fly than you. 2 U's on Twitter, your baby mama's favorite single father.
Real quick before we close out, Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter, Junior Dirt _88 on IG. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the Books and Booze little gathering last week.
Oh, the drink was fucking fire.
We had a fucking amazing time. She posted the video on Sunday, so go check it out. Yeah. Appreciate it.
She made a picture of that shit too, boy. I had to get to it for niggas drink it all. But it was amazing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we do more of that.
Niggas out here working.
Absolutely, man. So thank y'all so much for listening to us. We appreciate y'all. We out.